In question 1F, we want to set up the Newton quotient to find the derivative. And so I put in the f of x plus h in red. So I've just substituted the x plus h into both x's. Okay, that would be in here and here. I've replaced the x's with an x plus h, and then I subtracted the original function and divided all by h. Okay, so that's the Newton, that is the slope ratio. And so now I want to apply a limit to this. Okay, so I'm going to do the limit, and I'm going to bring those 2 points closer together, or in other words, let h become 0. The key to this is we want to be able to get a common denominator to be able to simplify this expression and then cancel out the factor divide by h. So I'm going to expand this out a little bit. So I get 4 minus 2x minus 2h. And then I'm going to multiply the numerator on this side by 3x plus 1 minus, make sure I put this all in brackets, 4 minus 2x, and then expanding out that's going to be 3x plus 3h plus 1. Okay, and then that's all going to be over the common denominator here of 3x plus h plus 1. And then just keep that in that form, and 3x plus 1, and then we have our h. Okay, and then again, I need to make this a limit as that h goes to 0, and we want to get rid of that divide by h. Okay, so expanding this out, so the limit as h approaches 0, expanding this all out, I'm going to end up with 12x minus 6x squared minus 6xh plus 4 minus 2x minus 2h minus, okay, expanding this side out, I'm going to end up with 12 minus 12x plus 12h plus 4 minus 6x squared. Notice that a lot of these terms are going to cancel out. That 12h, these 12h's will cancel out. Okay, this 6 minus 6x squared is going to cancel out with that minus 6x squared. Okay, so minus 6x squared minus 6xh. Just make sure that you can see that's a minus there. And then minus 2x times 1 is going to be minus 2x. Okay, and that's all over my common denominator. 3x plus h plus 1 times 3x plus 1 times h. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight all the terms that are going to cancel out. So this term is going to cancel out. The minus 2x is going to cancel out. The plus 4s are going to cancel out. And then we have those extra h terms. So simplifying this expression, then I get the limit as h approaches 0. So the leftover terms are going to end up with minus 14x. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's not 14x. That's going to be 14h. Okay, the 2h minus 12h, so minus 14h. And it looks like that's the only term that's going to be left, so that makes it easy to cancel out that h term. So we get 3x plus h plus 1, 3x plus 1, all times by h. So now we can cancel out that h term. And now when we substitute in 0 into this h in here, we now can, we don't have this divide by 0. So working that out, we're going to end up with the limit as h approaches 0 of negative 14 over 3x plus h. That's just going to be 3x plus 1 times 3x plus 1. So we end up with negative 14 over 3x plus 1 times 3x plus 1, or 3x plus 1 squared. So there's my the derivative function using that Newton quotient.